Hey guys, I'm Paul the Motor Guy. Now usually there's two things that hold people back when doing the keyhole. One is not using all your space, and two, your head and eyes. Now in this video, we're going to cover both of those. So hang tight. All right guys, so now let's talk about the first issue that I see, and that is not using all your space. So normally there's two areas in this keyhole where people fail to use their space. And the first one is as they come in, let's say you're going to the right, normally you're a foot or so off from this wall here. Now remember, whatever space you give up here transfers over to the other side. So this is the 18-foot keyhole. So if I'm off a foot, now I'm doing a 17-foot keyhole. I've seen people off as much as 2 feet. Now you're doing a 16-foot keyhole. Why? Just because your wheel placement is off and your bike placement is off. So when you come in here, you want to get over as close to this wall here as you can. Now, the second area people lose space is at the top. So they'll come in, they're anxious to get out, and they'll start their turn here. Now, see the space I gave up at the top of this keyhole? Again, what you give up at the top will transfer over to the front. So now as I'm making my turn and the bike is doing what it's going to do, it's going to push me out here outside the circle. So it's important that you use your space both on the sides and at the top of the keyhole when you're coming in. So you should look like this. You want to come in, use all your space, ride the wall for a little bit, using all my space, and from here I want to turn my head and look out. All right, now let's talk about the second thing, which is your head and eyes. So as I'm coming in here, I want to turn my head and my eyes and look at the 3 o'clock area. That's where I want my bike to go, okay? Now I want to scan up. Now normally what I see here is a slow head turn, which makes a slow handlebar turn, which makes a wide turn. So as I'm slowly turning my head around this circle, and normally you look at all these cones as you go, I'm slowly turning my handlebars, I'm getting a wide turn, and I go wide outside on the side. Now, the second thing I see with the head turns is this. You come in, and instead of, like the first mistake I told you, when you're scanning around the whole side of the keyhole as you go out, I see this. You turn your head, and you just look straight over to the other side. And now, again, that makes me go wide. So, your head and eyes, to correct that, is that you come in, using all your space on the side, using all your space on the top. Now, as I'm ready to turn and get out of this thing, I want to turn my head all the way around and look at my exit. I'm not worried about what's over there. I know if I get this half right, that half will take care of itself. So I'm turning my head all the way around, looking at my exit, letting the bike do what it's going to do. And then you ride out. All right? So next time you try this, no matter how big your keyhole is, it's the same principles apply. Your same bike placement, your same head and eye movements, all is the same, no matter how big or no matter how small. Okay, so let's take a look at me doing the keyhole. Now look right here how I'm using all my space. And if I stop it here, look how I'm already turning my head looking for my exit. All right, guys, so I hope you can see how important it is for your bike placement and your head and eyes. I hope this video was helpful. If so, smash that like button. Now, I also recommend you watching this video where I go over in depth on how to do the keyhole. Now, until next time, practice, 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 and ride safe.